Hey, it's Luke, a warehouse manager, and I wanted to talk to you today about MKS pedals or Mikishima Industrial. They got their start making pedals in 1946. They were about, gosh, how many were there? About 40 pedal manufacturers in Japan at the time, and now there are only two. So it's been run by the same family since the beginning. Um, and they've been at it for gosh over 70 years now. And I wanted to talk about MKS because we've had a pretty close relationship with them. I'm going to have some videos and photos from when Jim, our president, was there last, taking meetings and talking to them. Uh, but I mean, that's kind of all I run is MKS. I've had the Gamma pedal, the kind of the reshaped Lambda that they did with Rivendell. I've had a set of BM7s, the old school BMX pedal they brought back. Recently had some of the BM10s, the Shark Jaws that they remade with Blue Lug. And then I also had the FD7 wides, so the folding pedal. And I mean, my bike is 6.5 feet long. I don't need a folding pedal, but I just they were fun, and I figured why not? I'll get them, and I ran those, and now I'm actually back on the Gamma pedals, and a lot of that is because though I can run smaller pedals, even though I have big feet, it's just generally a little bit comfier for me and easier to get a better foothold on these. And I mostly commute, but I also uh, ride on all terrains, specifically with the bike that I have them on with my Atlantis. So yeah, and I wanted to show you a little bit of behind the scenes too, because I think that's always fun. I like getting to know brands and see the people behind it. So I'll show you a little bit of footage here. And it's not just pedals. Like we see here, each of these straps, they're hand riveted, everything done in house to a really exacting standard, which is just so impressive. And the pedals, I mean, from beginning to end, too. You start here with just that cold forge spindle, and then here you have workers who are actually fastening the cages directly to those platforms. And it's done, yeah, there's machinery involved, but there's that human touch with all of it, which is shown here, too. Now, they're making sure that each of the spindles that's in there is exactly screwed in after the platforms are added. And but this isn't the final step either, because after this individual goes through and makes sure that all of it is tightened and perfect and so on and so forth, you then have it passed along to the next step, where they get in with a hammer, they make sure that everything is spinning smoothly. And it's just amazing, because here we are with a finished product. This is what MKS is capable of. Again, jewel-like, beautiful, exact, and endlessly repairable and serviceable too. Something I absolutely admire about them. And I love playing with them, but I also love running them myself, which this is what I'm currently, as I mentioned earlier, running on my commuter bike. And gosh, I just absolutely love it. Yeah, so that's kind of it with MKS. I think that everything they make is just to a whole different level. We actually just received a large shipment of MKS products in the last couple days from Japan, and as I was kind of receiving it and looking through it and cataloging all of it and getting it over to accounting, I was just thinking all of this stuff is just so well made. It's kind of jewel like in a lot of ways. That's why I run a lot of Nito stuff too. It's just uh, I really like it. Um, yeah. Anyway, it's so functional. It's also really beautiful. So, and if you have any questions that you want me to ask MKS, would be happy to pass it along. We can talk to our Japanese agent and relay that to them. So anyway, I'll see you in another video soon. Take care.